Okay. This is going. Let me hit the horse button. I'll hit the horse button. I'm going to close that so that I don't have to have the boots going. Hello. How are you doing? I'm certain there's no one in the chat at the moment. I'm Remmi. We're going to play Griftlands. Because I was going to play Balatro, and then found out that Balatro does not work on the OS I'm using, so... Griftlands. I have one run in progress that I'm absolutely going to just dump. Start a new run. With Saul Ikderik, the bounty hunter. Sal escapes a life of servitude to claim the ultimate bounty and get her revenge. I have a lot of perk points to spend. I don't even remember what I'm meant to spend those on. Oh, this stuff. Okay. Let's just not and start it like... No, not Griftlands. Let's just do the introduction, because I have not played this game in so fucking long. I'm just gonna go in fresh as a daisy.
You've pictured your revenge so many times. But what if she gets you first? What if someone else does? You scratch those thoughts out like lines on the paper. You're here for Cassio. That's the only way this story ends.
Cassio. I think I said Kaisho a couple of times. Hi, Slox. Hi, also Demon Dog. We're playing Griftlands because I fucked up and Balatro doesn't work. You were back in Havaria, a largely unsettled continent on the western side of the Hessian Sea, and Fish, because she's missing an eye, welcomes you like you were only gone for a wink. Fish loves you. She was friends with your parents. Welcome back, Sal. Let's not waste much time, huh? You got work to do, and I got things to help you do it. Training manual. Upgrade a battle card. Slapdash surgery at a battlegraph slot. Cranial incision at a negotiation graph slot. So this is a card game in the same vein as Slay the Spire, where we're going to be doing things and using cards to decide how we do them. What I like about this over Slay the Spire is that there is a battle deck to do your fighting with, and then there's also a negotiation deck where you get to just talk people out of being in your way. Which I like doing a lot, so let's grab one of those. Ask about Havaria. Help me get my bearings. It's been a long time since I last in Havaria. And it's dirty and broken like always. If that brokering was bad when you were a kid, it's worse now. Half the population's indentured and them should hold the contracts, sell them to pay off their own. No wonder customs was so uptight on my way in. Must be a lot of fraud. I ain't half of it. Admiralty is pushing for an official annex. The Deltrian Admiralty, the... Deltrian? Sure, let's go with it. Military force occupying Murder Bay. Maybe they should rename it. I'm just saying. They want to make everyone real Deltrian citizens with papers and everything. In Havaria, you're kidding. Yeah, they say it'll stop illegal debt brokering. Now anyone with a hand in labor contracts is real ornery, from the poor to the powerful. You can imagine the reaction. I can. Let's ask about the annex. The annex can't be a popular move. Most come here to get away from the Admiralty. And it ain't. Both the Spree, a loosely organized collection of bandits, crime rings, and illegal debt brokers, and the Cult of Hesh, the dominant religion in Havaria, whose adherents worship Hesh, an abyssal jellyfish god. I'm gonna start the line over again from the beginning. It ain't. Both because the Spree and the Cult are in arms about it. The Spree because they're criminals, the Cult because they profit off the labor more than anybody. Yeah, there's no need to tell me that. Cult's holding a big shindig in a few days. Their usual wheeling and dealing in the name of the divine. The word is the Admiralty is going to use it to make their proposition mandatory citizenship. It's going to need to be a mighty good pitch to convince the cult, and I wouldn't put it past the spree to set fire to the whole affair if they can. Fish counts a dour eye over the bar, like it's a garden on the near side of winter. Classic to say, kid, tensions are real high. You'd be smart to keep your head down instead of looking for trouble. Let's ask about Fish. So, what do I owe you for all this, Fish? Cut of my takings? Fish, no, I left my bounty hunting days behind me. I owed your parents once. I don't like leaving debts unsettled, even at dead folks. They're decent people. With that. They were decent people, Sal Fallon. Watch you don't end up like them. You know, even when you pay off your debts, the Derek still owns your name. I'm in a Derek now, or so they tell me. Yeah, that's some messed up bladder rack, though. Yeah. You'll end up working for me real fast. You some kind of mover here? Nah, I just know people, and people know me. You don't need to go after Kaisho, kid. I have enough work to keep you busy. And I spent my childhood in a lumen pipe because of her, and now she's worth more money than either of us can count. And she's more dangerous than either of us can figure. You're after her, she'll clap back with a knife for his kidney. I may have extras to spare, but you only got 2. I worked off a lifetime's debt. I worked off a lifetime's debt in 10 years just so I could get back here and settle the score. If you were my friend, you wouldn't be telling me to drop it. Ah, Hash, that ain't what I meant. You know it ain't. I'll give you a roof, a bed, and at least one good meal a day. You live your life the way you want. Sirs. I'll pay you back. Yeah, I know. Let's get you to work. Get work from Fish. I got people in my pocket who owe me a favor. Vis, Sandy, and Gwail. They're easy people to find. Tell them I sent you, and they can settle their tabs by giving you work. Get that done, and I'll give you a plate of popped Onshu eyes on the house. Onshu being a domesticated giant snail used for food, transport, and entertainment. I wonder how much entertainment you're getting out of a giant snail. I guess they race? Yeah, that's something they establish elsewhere, is that they do Onshu races. Bless your warty hide, Fish. I'll hold you to that. So here we are. We've got the Grog and Dog, which is where we are. These are the 3 people that she mentioned going to do things, and it tells us what kind of mission each of these are. So this is a battle and negotiation, so we can probably solve it either way. I think one of these was just negotiation, yeah. So let's start there. Sing for your supper. Perry is trying to get Vis to turn informant. Vis is looking for help to get out of this arrangement. Pick a card to help on the quest. Get 80 shields, which is money, and get 1 medal, which is the persistent roguelike level you up currency. Or we could get jumped on the way there. That's also fine. A mysterious figure approaches you. Oh, shit. I have a cup around here to speak into, I'm sure. Sure, here we go. Greetings, Grifter. It's rare I meet a fellow traveler in these parts. Really? I feel like I'm constantly running into people. Hey, loves. Good to have you. We were playing Griftlands. I don't know how this is going to go. Then you're fortunate. This isolation has made it difficult to complete my work. I'm a chemist. I've been experimenting with new ingredients, but I've only been able to test them on myself. Would you like to try one and contribute your own experiences to the data? The stranger shows you a row of vials, their contents bubbling against the glass. We could try the murky green vial, the smoking blue vial, the bubbling orange vial, or the swirling purple vial, which apparently costs money. Does anyone have strong opinions? Or we could just decline. We could choose not to drink any of these mysterious things. But that sort of doesn't seem... That isn't what I want. I want to take chances. We are not high on money. Let's take the smoking blue vial. That blue one looks spicy. Oh, I put down my voice changer, aka bowl. Ah, yes. This is an unusual blend of three rare Havarian essences. On their own, each is more toxic than the last, but together they're a stimulating form of gastrotherapy. I assume that means it won't kill me? That's correct. Ugh, the flavor of it. Not all gastrotherapy is pleasant, of course. And we can upgrade a card. Thanks to that gross stuff. I guess it made us smarter, sharper. Improvise a card, insert aspiration or attitude into your hand. This is the incredibly basic ass deck, so it's not really built to do any particular thing, so let's just go ahead and upgrade this. We can change Instinct to Hostile Instinct, which means we can insert a variety of very mean cards into our hand. Or Diplomatic Instincts, insert Flatter, Compliment, or Attitude into your hand. Oh, okay, it keeps either Inspiration or Attitude, but then changes the one that it's focused on to two different Bubba options. Let's be diplomatic, I think. Zimmon quickly jots down a note after watching your reaction. Oh, damn it. Thank you for your participation. I hope we meet again soon. A follow-up can only improve on the data. Sure. Hey, this was safe, right? I'm fairly confident, but of course only time will truly tell. The mysterious figure leaves as silently as he arrived. After a moment, he disappears from view. Huh. Alright. Let's go back to our negotiation challenge, see if we can't make that card work. So here's the person we're actually going to be getting our thing from. This is trying to get out of being an informant. Good for this. Or we can talk to the people around them to sort of get the crowd on our side when we start trying to match wits. Let's take the mission first and see how it goes, because we might have to go to a different place. The life expectancy of the average laborer in Havaria is not long, and this looks twice that old. This nods in acknowledgement of your presence. It's a start. Hey, do you... I'm no rat, I swear! I won't talk, you hear me? That's... You can tell Perry's threats won't make no difference. Hold on, what's Perry threatening you for? You aren't one of Perry's goons? He wants me to snitch, but, I ain't that silly. Back on the derrick, we learned to keep our mouths shut. Want me to get him off your back for you? I can offer that kind of service. Had a good rating. Yes, you do that? We get to pick a card. We get some cash. Sure. We can take Segue, which just sort of churns a card for us in case we don't like our hand. We could get Plead. We would lose Influence if we had Influence, but deal 3 damage. Build Rapport. Gain 2 Influence and apply 3 Composure to it. Yes. So Influence is the thing we can have in negotiation that causes all of the cards to deal maximum damage. So up here on Plead, you see it has 0 to 3. That means it would be 3 every time. Or we could just decline all this and gain cash, but build reports upgrade. You get Perry to lay off and I'll pay you what you're worth, I swear. I just want to live and let live, you know? Yeah, sure, leave it to me. Right, we do have to go somewhere else, good. Down here... here is Perry. Perry is rumored to be engaged in criminal activity on the side. Regardless of if it's true, you'd hate to be the one who started the rumor. Watch yourself. Ask about this. This says you've been harassing him. Trying to get him snitch on something? Oh, on something, alright. What this knows could put a lot of people behind bars. I thought he might turn informant with a little pressure, do the right thing. You know how it is. Why? You got some leverage I can use to make it stick? We can convince Perry to leave this alone. We're seeing a sort of battle thing where we have 32 and they have 23 resolve. Resolve is basically health in this kind of thing. So we're going to start off pretty well. Offer to help convince this. We don't want to do that. We are not going to help someone be a snitch. Or we can just go ahead and straight up attack him, and we can see that because there's another cop in the room, they're going to jump in on that fight. So let's just do some convincing. Well, what good's an informant if you have to strong-arm them? I think it's in your best interest to back off. Is that so? And why the heck would I do that? So, we have 3 actions. Down here at the bottom left, we see that. And 5 cards. What do we just got Build Rapport. I like that card. So now we have Influence. All of our Diplomacy cards, those are the green ones you're seeing here, will do maximum damage. So, yeah, let's just throw out 3 damage best we can. Diplomatic Instincts is the other card we got for this. If your influence is just 1. Oh no. Gain 2 influence, then yes, we will be doing this. Let's take compliments. Gain 2 influence. This influences this thing over here. We're just gonna make that bigger. And then deal damage equal to half your influence to a random opponent argument. They have the 1 argument. They only ever do. And that runs us out of action. So we can see in the smaller wheel here inside of Perry's larger wheel. The larger wheel, we have the health right up front. They have 18 now because we attacked them a few times. And then on the inner wheel is what's going to happen next turn. So they're going to put out a new argument, whatever that is. I mean, it's another thing that is going to help them and hurt us, like our influences and arguments. And they are also going to just straight up send 4 damage at us. Which we can survive because we have a lot of health currently. What did that do? I put something in my thing. Planted Evidence. When this argument is destroyed, deal 2 damage to Sal's core argument. Oh, that's a shame. Their other argument is Interrogate. Targets an opponent argument each turn for 2 to 4 damage. Let's get rid of that. Because I don't like you auto-attacking me. We can use our other Fast Talk to attack you directly. What's Quick Thinking do? Improvise from a pool of special cards. It will it'll deal out 3 cards from a side deck, and then we pick one of them to play immediately. But I think we're better served just applying composure, which is analogous to like shielding. And this way we won't eat that 4 damage that parry's gonna send at us. Yes, diplomatic instincts. Let's take compliment again. Because that did a treat. Go ahead and use our fast talk and just deal that consistent damage, and then see whatever's in quick thinking's pool. We can take gruff. So this is a hostility versus a what's the other one called? Diplomacy. The hostilities are red, the diplomacies are green. And that is why influence is doubling that, but not this. Or not doubling, but maxing out that the green cards damage, but not the red cards. I'll just do an extra 2 damage. Yeah, let's just shield up. Build rapport, yes. Their attack. Oh, the music changed because they're in the single digits. This is going pretty well. On the other hand, it is the first. Oh, right, the planted evidence stack. Observation. Oh, it's O to 4, which means it's 4. Wonderful, and then we have fast talk, and that takes out the other 3, and we are done. Negotiation successful. So how are y'all doing while I sort of think through the draft decisions here? I think let's just keep going with diplomacy cards. Elucidate duplicates a random friendly argument. Granted, the only thing we have right now that creates arguments is influence, but it's really... Influence is incredibly useful. I don't know. Duplicating it wouldn't do a lot. Or actually it would, because it would combo well with that card that does the amount of influence you have in damage. Anyway. Earn victory medal, restore health. Let me tell you something. If you pressure this, all that'll do is get you some ratchet bad intel. And a dead informant once word gets out that he snitched. But if you step back, then Vis thinks you're okay, that you can be trusted when the time comes. This, like... The time comes. What time? It's Murder Bay. This is no crook. He just has the bad luck of being in the wrong place all the time. Eventually things will get too hot, and then this will come to you with all the juicy gossip you can want. Patience isn't my particular virtue, but you're not wrong. Fine. I can wait till this I'll respect his decision. My husband is plotting the demon dog behavior he's going to direct at me in the future. I'm very glad to hear this. Tell this that Perry won't bother him anymore. It's done. You don't need to worry about Perry anymore. Geez, Sal, you really did that? You sure do deliver. Thanks a million. Now I can just live my life, you know? Yeah, murder baby damned. Yeah, murder baby damned. You got paid 50 shills. You got 1 medal. This likes you. we could choose to gift 100 shills to your friend. This grants voice of the people. A social boon. Start all negotiations with a voice of the people argument. It targets an opponent argument each turn for 2 damage. The argument's resolve damage doubles for each stack. It has 4 resolve. Yeah, actually. I have a little something for you. Yeah, much thanks to you. This loves you. You can, by the way, get most people you meet to love you. That's why you can talk to anyone at basically any time. Because you can just chat and make friends, and then they're allies for you when you are honestly just sort of fucking around in their space. What do we have? I don't want to talk to cops. We just go find a new thing to do. What the fuck is this? A lot of things have changed on this map suddenly. Healing Spring. This opportunity will disappear if you don't seize it. Oh, is that what the orange ones are? Yeah. A rare lumen fissure has opened up in the bedrock here. Funny things happen when raw lumen vapors go untapped. Or meditation spot. There's something special about this place. You could go here to gather your thoughts and strengthen your resolve. There's a couple of battle quests, another negotiation quest. We should probably take one of the battle quests, because as much as I would like to just do negotiations all the time, unfortunately there are periods where you're going to be forced into a battle situation, and if you do not have those, if you do not have that deck leveled up also, you will probably end your game there. The quiet spot. Let's go meditate. Did I do my yoga today? I did my yoga today. On my break. It's fine. The woods fall silent. There is nobody around. You can take a moment to gather your thoughts. We can meditate for a short while to restore some resolve, which is good because we just lost some in that negotiation. We can meditate for a long while to restore 30 resolve, but we would lose 5 HP. Or we can meditate on the nature of meditation. This will increase your maximum resolve by 5, but lose 20 resolve right now. What other ways do we have to heal? Is it just a, like, end of day thing? I think it might be. But fuck it. You empty your mind and ponder the nature of the void. You finish the session exhausted, but learned a thing or two about your own insignificance. So not ideal, but it's fine. Why is this one red and this other one? Oh, because this one is challenging. It has a 2-star difficulty instead of a 1-star difficulty. So we probably shouldn't take it. Let's go. Gongui is offering you money to lay a beatdown on Seni. Just be careful not to take it too far. That sounds gross, but there's not a lot of this that isn't gross in one way or another. So oh, that is what I wanted. Hey, fish. My drinks restore resolve, healing. Oh, yeah, we can just. So we can buy a drink to raise our resolve again. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to do that. You have a feeling you once lost a job to this guy, but that might have been a different Algongui. You hadn't heard he changed work. Day to you. Are you hiring? I'm looking for work. What? No, I don't got... Hey, wait. You're muscle, right? You like to bring the hurt for those that ask for it? Well, whether or not I like it doesn't always factor. Sometimes it just is what it is. Yeah, you make chaos. That's all I need to know. I want you to rough up Sani. In exchange, I will pay you. Does that sound like a deal? I guess. Alongwe. There's no way that I can type that into Google and have it tell me how to pronounce that. Except, what card do we want to take? We could take Duster. Discard 2 cards and attack a random enemy for 2. But it's... well, it's not free. It doesn't cost an action. The cost is discarding 2 cards. Freighter, deal bonus damage equal to twice the cost of your hand. So that'll add up all of the action costs up here, and then it'll double that. Or overextension, add an injury card to your discard pile. This cannot be played with an injury in your hand, but it does 8 to 10 damage. I think we take the thing that relies on cost. Sure. Normally I like to know why I'm roughing someone up. What, you need a reason? Why are you gonna play judge, jury, and executioner? That's not what I hired you for. You do the job or you don't get paid. Do you want Seni killed? Oh, nah. Not this time, but thank you for clarifying. Yeesh. Alright. Let's, huh. Okay. We got jumped on the way to the ambush we were about to set. You were approached by a member of the cult, the fire of conviction burning brightly in his eyes. You have rejected the indifference of the mighty Hesh. You must pay for your impudence. What? No. What? Well, maybe I should have taken that drink after all and gotten my resolve back up. I can do this. Absolutely I can do this. I believe in me. Rejected Hesh? Me? I am shocked. Shocked that you would make such a claim. Okay, you're not currently attacking. That's good. Do we just... yeah, because applying composure won't matter because they're not attacking. So let's just send out the 3 fast talks in our hand and do some damage. I would love to get 3 on all of these. Wowzers. I didn't deserve that. What the hell did you do? Prayer of Hesh. Add 1 resolve and 1 composure to a friendly argument at the start of Braille's turn, so it's an auto-heal. For him, and Wrath of Hesh targets all opponents' arguments each turn for 1 to 2 damage. I don't like either of those for this thing. This would... Voice of the People is actually a really good argument to double. Let's pretend I meant to do that. I'm just thinking of which way around to play these. Let's improvise, see what that does. Oh, that's not fantastic. We can take the bait, which is the small hostility attack. Stammer, Give them 2 vulnerability. All resolve losses increased by 1. Remove 1 stack at the start of your turn. Or apply composure. Let's do that. And in fact, let's put it back here on our Voice of the People, because that is not something I want to lose. Oh, when it duplicates the other one, it duplicates as much composure is on it too. Oh, good. That means they both survive. And diplomatic instincts. Compliments. Gain 2 influence and then deal 1 damage. And it managed to damage you, well... There we go. Build rapport, gain influence. And... then do we just... fast talk the 2 small arguments down? Yes, actually. Let's get rid of the Prayer of Hesh. Let's get rid of this. Nope, that didn't work. Why did you gain an extra... Why did you gain an extra health onto this? I feel really sure it was 3 before. It must have had something to do with, the prayer argument that I hadn't seen. Oh, why did I do that? That was silly. I should have just attacked the main thing. It's fine. Yeah, this is completely okay. Let's just take fast talk and attack, take flatter and deal 5 damage to everything. And done. We ended that fight with more resolve than we started with. So I'm going to call that a pretty solid win. Let's pick a negotiation card. Subtlety. Spend 1 influence, draw 2 cards. Abrupt remark. Attack a random argument. Rapid fire. Attack a random argument. Spend all influence. Attack again per influence spent. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try and create a world where we build a lot of influence. I've missed... what the fuck voice did I even give you? I have misjudged you, sister. May Hesh's wrath fall upon your enemies before it falls on you. Okay. So, having proven ourselves loyal to the fish god, let's go beat someone up. Oh, they're a cop. That's fine. Senny Squint suggests that he might hail to Graft. Beat up Senny like Alongui app. Senny will dislike you for beating him up. Yeah. Hey, sorry champ, this isn't personal, but I've been hired to make your life hell. Huh? You're joking, right? Who'd want that? Client confidentiality. Just close your eyes up real tight. I promise it'll be over quick. So, we can just straight up deal 14 damage immediately. That sounds good. Or is it going to be like that because we're going to spend this 2 action on the... Oh, fuck it. Yeah, 14 damage. Just absolutely slammed. And you don't plan to attack me. A status effect will be applied by Goon Senny. Okay. Fight dirty. We don't need to defend because they're not attacking. Let's just swing out. Now you will be attacking, and you will be attacking me for 7 which I could just play these two feint cards, which apply 4 defensive piece, and completely negate that. And then a stab. What is Formation doing? At the end of Senni's turn, apply 3 defense to all allies. Good thing you don't have allies currently. You've been told to keep this target alive. Yes. And if I hit you for 14, it'll put you for just over alive. Hi, Emmy. Senni's out here gooning. I don't think you should... I think that if you're going to goon in public, you should choose a proper space for it. I think the middle of a goods store probably isn't that kind of space. Also, hi. Oh no, we don't execute. We are leaving Senni alive. They've surrendered to you. You can end this fight now if you want. I do want. I would like to end the fight, please. Let's pick rewards. Wind up. Discard this card. Increase the damage of this card by 4 until played and return it to your hand. Okay, so we can choose to just discard it instead of paying its action cost, and then it'll just go bigger until such time as we decide it's big enough. Bedlam. Discard a card, attack a random enemy for 8. Not a small number. Reckless Swing. Discard a card and attack for 5. Let's take the one that attacks for 8, I think. Metal. Winning a battle has restored 8 resolve. You pull up short before your beating takes a turn for the fatal. Why are you even doing this? Job's a job. Anyway, that's all I was asked to do. If you want my advice, you should hire protection. You leave Senni to nurse his wounds and confusion alike. You are disliked by Senni. You do not say. Now let's go report back. Hey, you know that guy you wanted me to beat up? I did that thing. Hello, Sal. You got what you wanted, and Senni's got the stars to prove it. Really? That's all it took? Next time I want to make someone's life hell, all I gotta do is pay for it, and there's no consequences? Man, I should have done that a lot sooner. Here's your pay, Hunter. What did Senni do to deserve it, anyway? What do you mean, deserve it? Where's the fun in that? Better if they don't know even what they did wrong, ain't it? Thanks for your services, Sal. You get paid 55 shills. Algongwi likes you. You feel a certain degree of shame. Also, we can upgrade a card. I should have, can I back out of that? I can. Let's upgrade a battle card. I also don't know about this guy. Bedlam. What is this going to do? Discard a card, attack a random enemy for 12 instead of 8, or draw a card, discard a card, attack a random enemy, so it keeps the same amount of cards in your hand. It actually works like a churn. Anything else particularly better? Not Freighter. What does Freighter upgrade into? Deal bonus damage equal to twice the cost of your hand, and then when it is drawn, draw another card. I think that's minimally useful because it's already a more expensive card than usual. Okay, deal bonus damage equal to twice the cost of your hand, but the initial damage is boosted by 3. So this was already attacking for like 14, now it's going to go for 17? Yeah, that just sounds good. I could give money and make him like me more, but I don't wish to do that. So time is passing. It's night now. Before long, we will be obliged to go back home and have a sleep. But for that, we still have stuff out here. Desolate battlefield. Looks like the remains of a recent skirmish. Perhaps there's still something to loot. Or hip flask. Your friend Vis has a gift for you. A hip flask. Gain 1 influence, destroy after 3 uses. I don't know, we were just saying we want more influence, so yeah, let's take that. Hey, Viz. Or Vis. Hey, Sal. I found something the other day. It made me think of you. You don't have to take it if it'll bog you down, but it's yours if you want it. Yeah, let's get this hip flask. Oh, sure, Vis, thanks. Put that to good use, yeah? Don't worry. I'll make sure to drink only the finest things out of it. Not like when I bought a drinking horn from the Ren Fair and used it explicitly to drink Jack and Coke. For like 6 months. I probably should have treated it in some way. Metal vendor. Oh, I don't want to do that. You have 79 metal to spend on upgrades and 10 prestige points to spend on flourishes, which I don't want to do right now. Fish has a special job now. This is Puppy. There's a lot of really good creatures in this game. Like our good friend Fish, who greets us enthusiastically. Sal, I got a great opportunity for you. Those two over there are night merchants. They sell rare goods you can't get nowhere else, and it just so happens they need your help. You can only be in one place at a time, but either will get you a leg up you sorely need. Go tell them I sent you, ingratiate yourself. Just be warned they're both persnickety so-and-sos, and probably gonna cheese off the one you don't pick. Huh, sounds neat. Thanks, Fish. Thanks for setting me up for failure. Frolic of the Beasts and Rake. I want to be friends with Frolic of the Beasts. I like persnickety. It's a good word. It's got good mouth feel. Pardon me, just drinking some water because I realized I've been speaking non-stop for like 45 minutes. Some people keep pets. Frolux keeps battle steeds. Come to distract me from my drink. You best have a good reason. Fish says you got work? You're the grifter she was talking so highly of. Tell me, are you good with animals? It depends on the animal, I suppose. Well, the one I'm concerned with is a bit more exotic than you're probably used to. There's a grocket loose in Murder Bay, and I intend to catch it. I just need the right bait. What kind of bait? Well... Oh. I see. It's building a nest nearby. It won't take too long. Let's ask about grockets, which are apparently a deadly bog beast known for its uncanny camouflage, or uncanny camouflage. What is a grocket exactly? Well, the good news is that it's an herbivore. So it's not dangerous? Oh no, it's deadly. It weighs 3 tons and has a penchant for belly flopping on anything it sees as a threat. It'll kill you. It won't eat you afterwards. How did it get here? So this grocket's not from around here? No, they're from Grout Bog mostly. This one was probably a pet that got released. People keep these things as pets. Oh yeah, they're cute little things when they're young. Don't keep it too long and the next thing you know it'll build a nest out of your sweaters with your arms still inside. Yes, let's do that. Great. I know where it's trying to build its nest. It'll be looking for tough, stringy materials. Hold up. Yeah, just keep your sinews where they belong, and you'll be fine. Seems your conversation was overheard. Rake steps in to interrupt. You're cute, but the other guys frolic at the beast, though. And what about my needs, huh? Fish said you were the best. You might have seeded an unwanted grudge, but there's nothing you can do about that now. Grocket sounds kind of gender, IDK. I'm also very large, and I tend to belly flop on things that I see as lovable, like my partners or plushies. Alright, you and me, Frolic. Let's go... really try not to die from a massive thing. Can you smell that? It smells like cabbage flatulence and old leather. Grocket, ain't no doubt. So we've got the advantage of being downwind, let's not squander it. No, you're the bait, mind, so you're in charge of sending it my way. And where are you going to be? Over yonder, hiding in the bushes. Shouldn't we try to flank it? Make it... No, that's too dangerous for me. I'm paying you to take issue with my strategy, but if you're going to be a baby about it, I might have some cracklers you can use. They might help. We can take a crackler, a battle card. Increases the target's panic meter by damage done, destroy after one use. So, I didn't mention it on the last fight, but there's the health meter, which is quite large, and the panic meter, which is smaller, and if you can get rid of the panic meter, they'll try to surrender. We smacked the shit out of Harry, I think, and it sort of didn't matter. Let's take a crackler. Let's take a crackler. Let's take a crackler. And attack the beast. I'm ready. Remember, don't kill it. Soon enough, the Grocket comes lumbering by. You wave your gangly limbs from side to side, hoping they look tough and alluring. Oi, farts for brains. You want some of this? How are you gonna... How are you gonna have babies if you can't even provide a home? I hate that, sort of. This was maybe the wrong game to choose. Hard to tell if the Gawkid is angry, but it at least seems your taunt was super effective. Yeah. So here's health. That's the 120 to 150. Here's 95, which is the panic. You can see it on the bar, too. The red part is the 95, and then once it's into the, white damage right there at the end, then it'll try to surrender or run away. If we let it. We're sort of not going to. We could apply defense and not take any damage. Or we could use Rooted Freighter and smack it for 17 right off the go, which sounds very good. We can eat 4 damage. That's fine. They're scrunkly. It's been a while since we've played this game, actually, so we remember basically none of the creature designs. Let's have a look. The Grocket is sort of a... I don't know, it looks like a lizard dog made out of rocks. I like it a lot, actually. I like its cute little, like, buck teeth. I guess that's why it's an herbivore, is because it doesn't have, like, tearing teeth for tearing. 9 damage, huh? We can apply 4 defense, which we should probably do. Yeah, let's just do the thing we know it's gonna be. And I would really love it if we could put some more defense on this, but we can't, so... let's just fucking smack right. Oh, hang on. Hammer grip and saber grip. What do these do? Actually, look at the cards you have. Hammer grip deals 1 to 2 damage, or 2 bonus damage if you have any combo. We do not have combo. Or saber grip, apply 2 bleed. At the beginning of their turn, take damage equal to the current bleed, and then have the bleed count. So that would deal 3 damage. Let's just deal 8. That just seems better. Discard something. It might as well be this elbow strike we're not going to use. Oh, we can play this too. Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't, in a fit of pique, decide to discard that. Sal's daggers. This one's called Dag, the other one's called Gur. They're a bonded pair and you're not allowed to separate them. Ooh, we can just play all 3 cracklers in one go. Yeah, you're not attacking this turn, so... fuck it. The knives are gay and dating. I'm so very happy for them. Yeah, we're just gonna use all the cracklers at once. Yeah, see, that brought our panic meter down from like 40 to 19. Absolutely worthwhile. What did you do? Temper. Remove 1 stack whenever you play an attack card targeting the Grocket. When removed, the Grocket will prepare a dangerous attack. So does that mean it's going to get 4 counterattacks on me, or am I going to... Let's play this and see what happens. Apply to... Apply to... let's gain 1 power instead. Attack damage will be increased by 1. And... elbow strike you. Oh, okay. So now it has counter. Oh, okay, it didn't do a special attack because the whole stack needs to fall off. So after 3 more attacks, it'll do whatever the hell temper triggers. I can't imagine it'll be good. And also now it has Spike back. It'll deal 2 damage every time we attack it. So we might as well deal 18 in one go. Actually, that's going to take the panic meter all the way down to 0, huh? Yeah. Got there. See? That's the power of gay knives for you. Apply to... we can take Blade Fury. Spend up to 3 combo. Attack 1 extra per combo. It is a finisher. I don't think we have anything that gives us combo at the moment. Apply to Impair. Attack damage by this target is reduced by 33%. At the beginning of their turn, reduce Impair by 1. And it still hits for like 4. Or Jericho Free Fighting. Well, you have at least 4 combo gain 2 power. Let's take the Impair thing. Earn Victory Medal. Restore Resolve. You drive the Grocket towards Frolic of the Beasts, and it flees into the bushes. Sounds of a scuffle, punctuated by the... Pardon me, I'm about to sneeze. Nope. Nope, it vanished. All you have to do is say it, and then it won't happen. Sounds of a scuffle, punctuated by the occasional squawk, give way to sudden silence. Furlock of the Beast joins you in the clearing, dragging a tattering... Furlock of the Beast joins you in the clearing, dragging a tattered net. You alright? Did it get away? Yeah, it did. Magnificent creature, that Grocket. It's all resilience and odor, absolutely no weaknesses whatsoever. I can only hope to grow stronger and catch it next time. You're strangely okay with this. You didn't let it get away, did you? Of course not. That Grocket has eluded me for months. It can be pretty thrilling, having a worthy rival. We best move on. You earned your pay and your reward. I don't want to go to the metal vendor. Furlock of the Beast have asked you to take them to the night market. Okay. This is the market? That's how we keep the prices low and the admiralty off our backs. Take a look around, and if you're in the market for a furry little friend, I can hook you up. Furlock of the Beast now likes you, and will offer you discounts on his shop. Furlock of the Beast is affectionately dressing a Kraot carcass. Hello there, Sal. Have you come to partake in the splendor of nature? So they're not furries. They're mounts. But we could ask to see Beatrix or Meatloaf. We'll see both. Might as well. Tell me about the Kraot. Furlock of the Beast. They are letting us know that it is Furlock of the Beast speaking because his thing went away. So that we can have a look at Beatrix. Look at her. She's like a little... I don't even know how to describe you. Like, take an ankylosaur and then put it in a horizontal press. It's kind of like that. And then give it a little fangies. Kraots are relentless scavengers. Nature's ultimate survivors, almost nothing can stop them. Except for lasers. They aren't so good against those. 150 shells. That is unfortunate. What about Meatloaf? What's that? This is an urchin. It is a ball of puff with horns. Like a child's drawing of a bull. It probably has legs, but they're blending into the background. Native to Grout Bog, these walking mouths reproduce faster than basically any other species in Avaria. But don't worry about this one. I fixed it. I can buy Meatloaf and then have a friend. So let's do that. I'll take it. Excellent. Try not to break him, alright? Yeah. So now now when we get into battle situations, we will have a puffball friend. Now let's finish this. Oh. It's late when you get back to the Groggen Dog, but you can spot trouble before you even step onto its porch. You slip quietly behind an overturned table before anyone notices, or so you think. Cassio's hand grabs you by the collar, yanking you out into the weak lumen light of the bar. Cassio Charak, a powerful crime lord who earns her fortune in illegal debt brokerage. She kicks you hard in the ribs, but you manage to keep your breath. You're going to need it. Stay down. Go down quiet, Hunter. I promise it'll just be like going to sleep. Hey, so you know how you had me beat up that guy for no reason? I think you're about to help me take some blows on this one. You're the bouncer. I'm hired to keep ruffians out. Casio's a class of her own. Me and my friends are about to conscript you into this fight. And I'd say I'm sorry, but you did have me beat up that dude for no reason. So, let's build a rapport. We can just deal 10 damage at the jump. No, let's not do that. Let's do this the other way. Let's go for diplomatic instincts. We take compliments. So let's just gain 2 influence. This will give us 7 influence in total, and then deal damage equal to that. I wish I had something that would have blocked the voice of the people up there, but it's fine. Hey, Andy. How you doing? Good to see you. We probably have this. We're a little concerned about the upcoming fight, but, you know, once we finish this negotiation, we'll have someone on our side at least. Apply composure? No, you're not bothering to attack. What is this argument you added? Crafty. Intense and target previews are hidden. Oh. So I can't tell whether or not you're going to attack or not. So, yeah, let's just smack you for 4. Can we do that? Let's do quick smacking instead. Oh yeah, observation, because that'll go for 4, because influence is maxing out all of our things. Oop. And yep, you sure are going to attack me. I am sick, but happier to be watching a Clint stream. Well, we are always glad that we can help people feel less bad. It's sort of the bar that what we're aiming for is less bad, but we're happy to try and meet it. This is going swimmingly, actually. Oh, Hip Flask will give us a little more influence, but that doesn't really do anything for us at the moment. Yeah, let's just swing. And Composure will take note. What? You have playable cards. Do I? Oh yeah, because the Hip Flask doesn't cost anything, but also I don't want to use it. So, yes, I shouldn't hit yes, don't show again, because I might fuck that up. The Barshi is low, but every bit of joy helps. Happy to. Idle Gongui. Alongui. Okay, what are you doing? No, that's fun. Pick a negotiation card to add. Level playing field. Gain 2 vulnerability. All resolve losses increased by 1. Remove 1 stack at the start of your turn. All cards deal +3 damage this turn, so that makes us more susceptible to getting smacked, but hits harder for a turn. Also, we would get 20 money. Solid point. When this card is drawn, deal 1 damage to a random opponent arguments and gain 1 influence unplayable. So when we draw it, it does something immediately, but then it's dead in our hand. But we'll still have, like, the whole 3 actions to play something else with. That sounds alright. Good impression. This card loses 1 damage each time you end your turn. Regardless of whether or not it's in your hand, I guess. So if you draw it first hand, then that's a quick, like, 5-7 damage. But every round you go without drawing it, or indeed without playing it, I think solid point. We can also upgrade something. Oh, we can upgrade Fast Talk. Do 1 to 3 damage and draw a card, or do 1 to 3 damage and gain 3 composure. More shielding, please. Earn victory medal and recover health. Are you gonna make me do your job for you? No, I guess not. Alright. Alongwe steps up to your side, ready to defend the Grogan dog. Better late than never, you suppose. Defend yourself. We have Alongwe, our quotes friend, and Meatloaf, our untrained pet, versus Spark Baron's drone master Yol. I know I've been playing too much Magic the Gathering. When I see card draw and start salivating like Pavlov's proper, and card draw is good. More options is better. So the drones obviously don't have a panic score because they don't have a will to disenwillen. No, something else, I think. Damn, why are you hitting for so much? Okay, well, we have to apply 4 defense to our dog, otherwise our dog won't survive. Everyone else is just gonna eat the hit, I guess. Or impair would be good, because it means that it'll stop whoever is attacking my dog from dealing too much damage. Actually, I guess Yol's attacking all 3 of us at once, so that's the obvious choice. Yeah, that made that a lot more survivable, but still pretty bad. So I know what I said. Do we just want to deal 17 damage to something? What are you doing? Oh, you're about to heal Urchin. That's so good. Remove all negative conditions on that target too. Good. Because you're apparently disease-ridden currently. Yeah, let's just deal 17 damage to one of these drones, or should we just go straight for Joel? Will the drones stop once Joel is gone away? I think so. Discard a card, pick a random enemy. No. Let's put defense to make sure Meatloaf survives a turn. Oh, hey. Oh, you deal disease to other people. That's wonderful. Oh, wow. That's actually really good. I did not know what that did. Disease reduces maximum health by 1 at the end of Drone Master Joel's turn until the end of the fight. Wowzers. Beat up Joel, encourage the drones to unionize. See, now we're talking. My spouse is a robot. I probably have an in. Apply defense. Improvise? Nah, we just, keep going straight for Joel, I think. You're just gonna take 6. And the status effect will also be applied. That's fine. Let's fight dirty. What can we choose out of this? Mud Tosser. Gain 2 combo. Oh, hey, here's where we can get combo. The art on Fight Dirty is adorable. Oh, where Sal is just, like, biting someone's arm? Yeah. Scrounge, draw 2 cards and expend. That's not going to help us because we have no actions to use. Apply 2 wound. And expend. I think we just trip. Yeah, because then the attack that's coming in from Meatloaf is going to do more damage. Yeah. Oh, and disease stacks, so now Joel's losing 2 max HP a turn. Continually and forever. That's fun. Rooted Freighter. Do we want to just deal 19? I see no good reason to not. And... yeah, let's do this and take Saber Grip and just bleed you while we're at it. Let's just put as many dots on you as we possibly can. Unfortunately, the drone's also immune to the disease. That's fine. Elbow strikes and stabs. With more bleed. More bleed. I'm not going to bother defending a long way. Let's just, throw some more damage out. Ooh, hey. We got there. So, you will panic this turn. Do I want to leave you alive? I can just deal 2 damage to you. That'll cause the panic to go off immediately. Oh, fine. Bash the Stampede, let's leave you alive. No, let's take out the combat drone. Just for fun. Pick a battle card. Resonance. Whenever you improvise a card, random enemy gains 1 resonance. Whenever a card is improvised, lose 1 health. I think I only have the 1 thing that does improvise. I suppose I could get more. Oh, these are all improvisation cards. Okay. Whenever you improvise while this card is in your hand, reduce its cost, Crusher's cost, by 1 for the rest of this battle. Which is important because its action cost is fucking 4. I can't even play that ordinarily. Any attack cards you improvise deal 3 bonus damage until played. Expend. Well, these are abilities, so I guess they just stick around. They're like status ailments, but good. Actually, yeah. Is there a way I can see my deck? No, those are notifications. Is there a way I can see my deck? No, those are objectives. Is there a way I can see my deck? Yep. I was wondering if Sal's dagger counted as an improvisation card, but it doesn't. It's just Fight Dirty. No, don't close it. let's take Projector then. Oh, we get a negotiation card too. What a Christmas. Airtight. Whenever you play a diplomacy card, you apply 2 composure to a random argument. That just sounds incredible. No wonder it costs an entire turn's worth of action points. Exploit weakness. Duplicate target bounty or inception. Expend. So... do we have anything that does bounty or inception? I don't think so. Low blow, which, yes, Andy, you're correct. This is a great ouch my balls face. Someone really nailed the assignment. Thank you. If the ref doesn't see it, it didn't happen. We were just watching an Enjoy show with freaks last night, and fucking I like Rich Bocchini a lot, but he's like, someone got into the ring illegally while their partner had the ref's back to them, and like got in a really hard shot. You could hear the pop, and Rich is like, I don't know how the ref didn't hear that, and it's like, you're not supposed to say it. Remove the target argument's composure. I think Airtight. That sounds really good. I think it's worth devoting an entire turn to. And then we have Metal, and then we get Resolve back. We need a lot more health than we have. Oh, and we can pick a Graft reward. Does Enjoy still have Veda on the broadcast team? No, so Veda was still doing commentary for the first few events. Now it's Rich Bocchini and Jem Fair, who is also their, or was their ring announcer, isn't anymore, because they're doing commentary, obviously, but is still the backstage interviewer for Enjoy, and is great. I like Jem a lot. 3 fingers. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. When installed, 2 random people will hate you. Jackal Janglers. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. Your core argument takes 2 damage at the end of your turn. Or gain 1 action at the start of your turn. All hostility cards deal 50% less damage. We should just take that, because we're dealing with hostility cards as little as possible. We're taking mostly diplomacy ones, so that has a very minimal downside. Roller Drum installed. Roller Drum, my favorite James Caan film. Carefully navigates the mess of her bar, favoring her side. She doesn't look too badly injured, but she's not as young as she used to be. Well, that chucked a rotten oyster, but we've been through worse, and we're both still standing. I can't believe she came for you like that. You. She just doesn't care about anyone, does she? She's just a monster all the way down. What's done is done. The fire's only good if it stokes the engine kit. I should have gone for Casio as soon as I arrived. Now you're dragged into it too. None of that. You got a bit of grit in your eye. You'll wink it out once you get some sleep. I got a room set up for you in the back. With Casio gone, the few patrons that remain return to their drinks. Those that weren't spilled, anyway. Convince a long way to eject a patron. Cylinder is of high importance, lose through resolve, but it would get the cop out of our bar. Let's just sleep on it. Fish didn't get to the top of her field by indulging her wounds. She barely flinches as she spit shines an old mug. I bet your blood's boiling, kid, but we survived the day. Cool your feet, get some rest, and we'll come up with a plan in the morning. Eat one of Fish's famous fish cakes. It will heal 35 HP, which will put us about, well, not about at max, but much closer than we are currently. And it's destroyed when we go to sleep, and we're about to go to sleep, so we might as well just do that. I'm hurt, fish. Here, have a fish cake. Oh, thanks. That's terrible. Yeah, nobody eats them for the taste, that's for sure. We could buy cards, but we just spent all of our money. That's fine. Rest in the back. A good night's rest can't hurt. Unless I wake up dead, that is. Cassia won't come back on my watch. The back's barricaded and the front has me. Night, kid. Fish leads you through a curtain behind the bar, nodding towards a cozy room at the back. Your bed calls to you. You've worked too hard to stay up worrying. Sleep claims you quickly. We would have gotten some health back if we had any to bring up. We got some resolve back. So both of our pools are full. This is our new best friend. We got a boon from him. We talked about that. Froluk and Alongui both like us. There are people that dislike us too. I don't remember who Senny is. Oh, Senny's the person we beat up for no reason. Right. And then Rake, who was just sort of near to us when we took a different job and got salty about that. We got some negotiation cards, we got some battle cards, we got some draft. You slept through the night with one hand gripping the knife under your pillow, but then you've slept that way every night since you were 12. You look like you want revenge, and I know just the folks who can help you get it if you're ready. There's people both the Spree and the Admiralty who want to see Cassio taken down. Dangerous friends, so pick wisely. Let's do that here in just a little bit. So, we're not affiliates anymore, so we won't be running an ad break, but we're going to be muting our mic and just going off and taking a little stretch, getting some water, using the restroom. Suggest you do whatever self-care is useful to you. We'll be back in 3 or 5 minutes, however long it takes us to do things. We will catch you at the end of that. I'm just kind of jamming to this music a little bit. For something that's like, it's just a nice little background loop. It's pleasant, it's unobtrusive, it kind of sounds like it's from the SNES Shadowrun game. Which I guess makes sense, right? This is a pretty Shadowrun setup. It's got its own universe, but we're a nobody taking jobs to fulfill our revenge plot. That feels pretty Shadowrun. Let's chat, fish. I didn't think I could get angry like that anymore. You spend years on the derrick, you learn to tamp it down, you know? Yeah, Casio has that effect on people. And you have more reason than most. Except for all the other folks you sent to the derrick, maybe. They're not here, though. I am. It's early morning, but the Grog and Dog patrons are already hard at work on their drinks. So, I know you thought I should hold off on that bounty, but after last night, if Casio wants me to be her worst nightmare, I'd like to oblige. It's kind of like a mix of that with a Western, which works really well. Yeah, it's sort of sitting in that Firefly vein, honestly. And the kind of, like, snappy back and forth writing is helping that a lot, I think. And how are you going to do that? She knows you're here. She's got money and goons to keep her safe. What do you got? You? Yeah, you're damn right. Lucky for you, I got a couple contracts who want Casio dead almost as much as you do. You can convince them to work with you. Well, they need convincing? Yeah, afraid so. The Admiralty doesn't trust hunters as a rule, but talk to a contact and see if you can convince her otherwise. But taking out Casio would make space that's freed be more than happy to fill. I know somebody to talk to, especially if you can bring Casio's head on a platter. Let us ask about the Admiralty. You think I should play nice with the law, huh? No, why not? Lots of folks think bounty hunters are on the Admiralty side. Lots of folks don't, too. Like the Admiralty, for example. Ulu will at least give you the time. The Admiralty acts like the tough guys around here, but they're just as broke and corrupt as anyone else. You don't like it, there's always the spree. Lots of unclaimed bounties running with the spree, I take it? They're small fry and you're a barracuda, but everyone knows Casio's bounty is on the line. You got your sights set higher. Convince Nadan of that and he'll give you the leg up you need. Once you've paid your dues, of course. And if I don't? Well, maybe he'll want to kill you. Or maybe you'll just want to be left alone. People's people. That's very true. How are you after that attack? Well, we're in it now, whether we like it or not. Leave my grudges where I like them as long as the hunt's still on. Absolutely. There's blood in the water. No, then do it. You won't get no complaints from me. Ask about Casio. I'm trying so hard to not say the name of the keyboard makers. Figures Casio'd come after you no matter what you did. Well, it's not really like I came back as a lowly lumen sludger. He probably has an alert out for any bounty hunter who comes into port. Plus, you were asking around for info, huh? I thought you said I should keep my head down. Yeah, well, I never forgot what Casio did either. Didn't see why she'd come home just to let bygones be bygones. And that bounty, it is a big bounty. The biggest. With that money, we could open 3 bars. You got it, fish. Dream big. Love that for you. Let's head out. Picking sides. Fish says that Nadan can sneak you into the auction if you do some work for the Spree. The Spree is a loosely organized band of outlaws and raiders that survive on the outskirts of Admiralty territory. They rob from pretty much everyone and give mostly to themselves. Be prepared to run afoul of the law if you choose this path, or Fish suggests that Ulu can get you in the front door of the auction, but you're going to have to stooge for the Admiralty to get her help. The Admiralty is what passes for government around here, but they comport themselves more like an occupying army. Don't expect to make a lot of friends amongst the people if you pick this side, or we can go to the Murder Torch and hire a mercenary. That's neither of the things we need. We're not going to side with the cops, thanks. Those sharks really had the right of it. Fish is friend, not food. I agree. I was about to say I don't know if I'd want to taste fish. But I don't know. She seems nice. We could have some drinks, talk it out. Oh, she could have some drinks. I don't drink anymore. Which means she probably shouldn't be drinking either. I'll figure out a better way to phrase that sometime. But not right now. Let's talk to Nadan. The man meets your gaze with a face like barbed wire. You have just a really open mouth side there. It's very Two-Face. Nadan, right? I'm Sal. I hear you're a guy worth knowing. And I hear you've got an axe to grind. You want to bury it in a few skulls? You won't get anywhere near Cassia without my help. But my help doesn't come cheap or easy. You do good work and survive to reap the benefits, then maybe we're in business. Work for Nadan. Ask about. Let's get the lay of the land real quick. Hold up. What exactly is it that you're offering? You want Cassio. I can get you Cassio. In a few days, the cult will be rolling into Murder Bay for their annual Antiquities auction. They sell relics and holy pardons to them that are going to afford it in exchange for labor contracts and other illicits. That does sound like Cassio's market. The auctions like that have exclusive guest lists. And that's where our business arrangement comes in. I can get you into that auction, but only if you can prove you deserve it. You sure Cassio will be there herself? She might just send her goons to do her shopping for her. It ain't just about the goods this year. Big decisions are getting made. The Admiralty wants to annex, and they need the cult on their side to do it. Citizenship would make most Saint Havarians choke, but it goes down smoother with some Hessian wisdom. Guess whose life gets a whole lot harder if labor contracts get regulated? The biggest debt broker in the Griftlands, I suppose. Yeah, the annex is a wrench in her whole operation. She'll be there to make sure it doesn't happen. So take that wrench and yank it. So what about you? I get you're the ones with the demands, pal, but I like to know who I'm working with. Yeah. Can't say I blame you with that fish out of water stink. Listen, one of my best friends is a fish out of water. If you weren't from here, you'd have heard me already. I'm the Scourge of Murder Bay. Folks actually call you that? I don't know, I've never asked. I'm not much of a conversationalist. Huh. So, this work you're having me do, favors. Right. It's illegal, I assume. It's up to you, isn't it? I only care about the results. If you find a way of getting me what I want while playing nice with the law, that's your time wasted, not mine. I take it you're not a fan of the Annex. No, you're an Derrick, aren't you? What has the Admiralty ever done for you? What's the cult that runs the Derricks? And it's the Admiralty that plays our lapdog turning a blind eye. They don't care for law and order in Bavaria. They only care to please their fish lords back across the sea, even if it means throwing good folks into the abyss. Heavy. And I didn't make it that way. I'm just living with the consequences. Damn, bud. Yeah, I think we can get along with Maiden. Scourge of Murder Bay is 100% a Hardy Boys novel title. Oh, yeah. It's like, I didn't read a lot of Hardy Boys, so I don't know how their plots usually go. The thing where, like, there's people dressing up as pirates and burying treasure, but it turns out to just be watches of people that they robbed. A contract's a contract. I'm happy to be in business with you, Naden. I'm glad you're convinced so easy. You do good on those favors, and maybe we're as copacetic as you say. And Casio will be all yours. First order of business, take this. We can pick a card. First, improvise a random upgraded bleed card. It costs 1 less until played. Hey, we have things that stack with improvise, so that's good. Or apply 1 wound whenever you attack for the rest of the turn, which actually sounds great, but I like the combo of improvising. So let's take that. I choose Thirst, just as I often do in my real life. The Hardy Boys had books. Not Matt and Jeff, the guys they're named after. I think their first names are Frank and Joe. They were teenage detectives. They were like boy Nancy Drews. What is it? This'll tell people you're under my protection. Oh, nice. I've always wanted to learn the secret handshake. Bill, put me to work, boss. I'm here to impress, ain't I? Hey, you're hungry. That's good. You know I'm happy to work with the Admiralty that can be brought to heel, but Sandrano. But Sandrano is proving stubborn. Sandrano's got influence that's useful to me, so I want him under my thumb where he belongs. You're not my usual witless goon. Figure it out, Hunter. That's an order from your commander. Sandrano is loyal to the Admiralty and good at his job. That's a problem for the spree, so they've asked you to remove Sandrano from his position one way or another. Oh, and we get a free graph. Mancy Drew. Yes. Jancy Drew's long-lost twin sister. The new fucking season of Draw Texas has been interesting. It's weird that it's only now getting started on Ep 3, but I don't care. I want to see what happens in that weird little pocket universe they've created. Sorry, just taking a sip of my drink real quick. Let's open our map. What are we doing? An inconvenience. The spree wants Sandrano to lose his current position. You can get them fired, make them quit, or just wipe them off the face of the planet. Whatever's convenient. We could go back to the Grog and Dog to buy cards, or we can hire a mercenary. I don't want to do any of those. Let's just do the thing. Let's get jumped before we go do the thing. Well... Okay. You're stopped along the road by an Admiralty patrol swinging their batons with some showmanship. You'll notice that it's Admiralty goon Senny. Senny, who we beat up for no reason because Elongui asked us to. So they're probably not going to be inclined to talk it out with us. Looks like the brass was right. Senny is no friend of yours. Something tells you this is not going to go your way. Hey, Hunter, you've come along at the right time. I've got a warrant to take down Brill over there, but I don't much fancy doing it on my own. You want through this checkpoint? Then do me a solid. Just be sure to take him alive. Am I getting paid for this, or is this a Murder Bay special where you hold all the power and I dance? Hey, this is a business opportunity. I'll tell all my friends you do good work. Oh, I'm working for exposure. In that case. Just get over there already, smartass. I'll write you up for disorderly conduct. We could attack Brill for Cinny. Or, like, we could just attack Cinny. Again. We have a reason this time. And we'll have friends. I want to do that. No, this guy's explicitly a cop. What are we going to do? We're going to apply defense to ourselves, and... let's just go straight for Senni. They both have formation on them, don't they? Right, because they're both cops, which means they're going to be doing defense to each other. What's the other thing that Runa over here has? The first time Runa takes damage each turn, they gain 2 defense. Let's go for Saber Grip then, and just lead you out. And stab. So a thing I haven't been talking about, you know how we've been upgrading cards every now and again? This is what's been doing that. Those little pips underneath the name of the card, there's 4 of them here on Elbow Strike, and the first one's lit up. Every time we use this particular card, it lights up another pip, and when they're all lit, we get to upgrade them. So that sort of incentivizes us not just using the same card over and over again. Although I have just been using the same card over and over again, it helps when you have something like refrigerator or whatever it's called, where you're just smacking for 17 in one go. Yeah, I'm gonna say it here, it comes out there. We could fight dirty, we could apply for defense. Let's apply defense to our dog. To make sure Meatloaf survives, Meatloaf must survive. And Senni does not actually have any defense, so yeah, just 15 in one go. Oh, I should have used that first before the defense thing, because that lowered the cost of my hand. Dang, I'll know better next time. Does that reset every combat? No, the pips going up are cumulative is the word I wanted. Took me a second. Or persistent, I guess, is better. Yeah. It also means that if you have, like, we have a few elbow strikes and we kind of need to be using them evenly, so that we don't have one really good elbow strike and then 2 ones that are kind of donk. Yeah. What am I going to do? So, they're not attacking, so that doesn't matter. Senni will panic this turn because... what is he going to lose damage from? Oh, Meatloaf is going to attack for 6 damage, and then that'll knock him down to nothing. So yeah, let's smack Weirna. Yeah, actually. Let's use that projector thing so we can improvise cards in case Fight Dirty comes up again, and we just do a stab. Yeah, Senni's pretty shook. I mean, he would be. Oh, hey, there's improvise. Gain 2 combo expend, gain 1 power expend, draw and discard a card. Let's just gain 1 power, I think. Oh, we have another improvise. Let's do that then. And it's all the bleed cards. Because I have a thirst. Enduring Bloodguard. For the rest of your turn, gain defense equal to the amount of bleed you apply. No. Whenever you apply bleed, heal 2. That just sounds good. If the target has bleed, apply 1 impair and 1 wound. Does, what's his dang name have bleed on himself? No. But it's a free attack, so fuck it. And I'll just go ahead and defend myself real quick. Between everyone, we just get to accept the surrender. We don't have to kill Senny. Necessarily. Leech. Heal 1 health per bleed on target. Deal bonus damage equal to... Oh, this is another of the big wallop cards we have. Discard your hand, draw 5 cards. I think we'll just take another one of those, because, quite frankly, it's the best card in my deck. What do you reckon, officer? Think you're convinced? Back off, Hunter. You made your point. Just go along your way. Right. Job's done. Hey, thanks for that. I saw that fight go down. I wouldn't have made it far compared to you. Brill loves you. You've managed to capture her loyalty. Don't waste it. Another voice of the people, because we're helping the laborers. So now we start with 2 of these. Alright, back to the actual thing we were doing, which is going to go get a cop fired. Listen, just do what you're told or else. I don't have time to deal with your nonsense. I'm sorry, I'll figure something out. I promise. Huh. Hey there, Veep. What was that about? Convince Veep to give you information. Notice you talking to Sandrano. What's going on? That doesn't seem like any of your business. Maybe I can help you out. You'll keep that leash, right? Fast talk. Build rapport. Gain 2 influence, apply 3 composure to it. Love influence. And I think we just fast talk you in the face. Why do you have 12 composure? What is doing that? You're gonna attack me for 4, but I don't think I care about that right now. What's this other one doing? Gain 1 composure at the beginning of each turn. Damage spills over to this argument for the core argument. Oh, that's nice. So usually if you attack an argument out here with more damage than is necessary, the rest of it would reflect back onto your core composure, but this is doing decoy services instead. As an antisocial person, this screen is what normal conversation is like. Like, I don't disagree with you, is the thing. I think, like, we're going to play cards just to play them, but literally none of this is useful to us, because they have 12 fucking composure and they're not going to, we literally can't do enough to get on top of that. So we might as well just pick up some pips. Or actually, Rapid Fire will take down the rest of their composure, so that 7 damage that Voice of the People and Dog have, what is that actually called? Untrained Pet, is going to do. Well, yeah, actually. Suspicion. Says Veep. Diplomacy cards deal -1 damage. Oh, with a minimum of 1 damage. Reduce suspicion by 1 at the beginning of Veep's turn. Or I could just fucking smash it for 4, and I like that a lot. Let's improvise a card from a pool of special cards. We have debate. What is bait? Must be targeted before anything else. Oh, it's another decoy. So I think that doesn't bother me too much. Consideration. Apply 2 composure on 2 random friendly arguments. I think we just need to get in the hits. Especially on, suspicion back there, but if we... Oh, no, hang on, this is fine. Because debate isn't actually a, doesn't have a cost, so let's just deal 1 damage. Let's fast talk for hopefully 2. Hey, and then threaten that into oblivion. And that gives us enough actions to apply 3 composure to our voice of the people, leaving our passive smack safe. Airtight. Ooh, whenever you play the diplomacy card. Yes, actually. Is anything on my side getting attacked? Yes, this influence, actually. Does compliment... No, that doesn't do the thing I think it does. I thought compliment gave composure to our influence, but it doesn't do that. To create a random friendly argument and expend... I think that might actually just be better. Because all of the things we have sort of slap, and it would be nice to have a copy of any one of them. Oh hey, copy the influence, wonderful. Now we won't be without influence once this one gets waylaid. Oh, this is the one I thought. Build rapport is the one that gives you composure on your influence. Let us do that, actually. I think now is the time to use our hip flask. Raise that influence just a little bit more. And ladder, I think. Spend 1 influence to deal 5 damage to all opponent arguments, which is just... Gonna get rid of their backup. There we go. Oh, we can still apply through composure. How many actions do we have? Something went weird there that I didn't notice. That's fine though. They have 1 turn. They're not getting out of this. Fast talk's ready to upgrade. Yeah. Let's play threaten just to get the level in. And rapid fire, which is absolutely gonna win us this. There we go. Pick a negotiation card. Hard facts. Apply 2 composure to a random argument. Increase by 1 for each card played this turn. He's got that Miles Edgeworth stance. He's about to start slapping this sheaf of papers at any moment. Or Phoenix right, I guess, because he's facing to the right. Tactical Mind. Draw 1 extra card at the start of your turn. That sounds pretty good. Or Erupt. Attack a random opponent argument. If you play 4 hostility cards in a single turn, you play this for free, but it's not playable any other way. And I don't really play hostility cards, so let's take Tactful. I was just thinking that, yeah. I feel pretty certain it's purposeful. Like, it is really very specifically that pose. Oh, we can upgrade both of Fast Talks. What? Okay. So we can make this deal 6 damage straight up, and then it gets torn up and thrown out of our deck. I don't want to do that. This gains us influence as well as attack, so yeah. We can have another one that gains us composure, or a fast talk where we spend 1 influence and the card costs 0 to play. Yeah, sure. We're playing with influence. Let's do that. Earn your victory medal and restore health. Veep deflates. Alright, here's the deal. Veep explains that Sandrano isn't who they claim to be. You decided that you needed to take a step out of the market for a second, to have a breath, after hearing this incredible news. Oh, hey, this. Grex. It's easy to feel sorry for someone with a face like Grex, or at least Grex thinks it should be. We could pay Grex to look the other way if we had money, but we do not have money. So we're just going to deal with Sandrano, however that goes. Convince Sandrano to leave their job, or attack Sandrano. I think we've... ooh, you're a level 3 ally back there, aren't you, Grex? I'm not going to fuck with that at all. We're going to convince you to take a nice long vacation. Let's improvise real quick. Gain 1 bonus action next turn. Sounds incredible. And then play Airtight, because that's going to make the rest of the match go well. Nothing matters. Sandrano has, like, basically no resolve. Your pet splatter pulsates ominously. It did say that, and I decided to not read that text, but we're here now. Listen, intimidation is a subtle art, and you have to use every tool in your toolkit, and sometimes what you have is Meatloaf's bladder, which is pulsating ominously. Let's build a rapport. Again, I think this is just, like... going to kick everything down. Oh, let's do the thing where we get to draw an extra card. Oh, we have the ult ready, I guess. Negotiation Flourish. I had forgotten this was a thing. Fill up the Flourish bar to trigger one of Sal's flourishes. Flourishes persist between negotiations. So we'll still have it. We're not going to use it, because that would be silly to do. We can win this handily without using our ult. So let's see what that does later. Let's apply some composure. Let's duplicate a friendly argument. Stoic, that's fine. And then fast talk just to slam that last thing out. And then our turn. Rapid fire would deal 6 damage very quickly. Is that useful? Sort of, not really. Oh, we can gain 1 influence, so it would do 8 damage very quickly. which would be useful, actually. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take this and complement and gain 2 influence. And now we use rapid fire and we'll deal, what, 10 damage? Yeah, and that'll just end the whole match. I'm about to end this cop's whole career, literally. This fucking hat, man. Pure style. Draw 2 cards and upgrade them for this negotiation. Or Calm. Apply 2 composure to all friendly arguments. Or Level Playing Field, which we saw before. That's the risk versus reward one. I think we will take an undamaged Calm. Sandrano deflates. I'll do as you say. I just hope someone else picks up the torch of sitting here. Aren't you supposed to leave? Why aren't you gone? Okay. You're taking some time to get your affairs in order, I get it. It's a lot of work to disappear. You come across the remains of an unfortunate traveler. Whatever attacked him took the flesh, but left the wealth. Something interesting pokes out from under the corpse. Of course, whatever did this might still be around. We can gather up the loot or leave before anything sees you. Let's run it. 96 shills. Nice. You gather up what you can find. You'll have to study it a little more closely when it's safe. Unfortunately, you loiter long enough to make yourself a target. Oh, it's another yote. This one doesn't have a name. And is glowing more than Beatrix did. Oh, because it's a spitting yote. The spitting yotes are glowy. The wild yotes are just the squanched Ankylosaurus. That's fine. Me and Meatloaf have this. Just pure hits, huh? Let's, get this spitter to bleed, because it's apparently dealing a lot more damage than I'd like. Stab, because that's going to be the last pip for that to upgrade. And may as well hit with this elbow strike. Oh no, we take 2 bleed also. Bleed works different for us. At the end of our turn, take 2 damage and expend this card unplayable. If we can find a way to discard it, then we don't take the damage, but also it'll remain in our deck. So, something to think about. Or instead of that, we can just deal 18 damage. Completely demoralize that yote. We don't need to apply defense, but let's apply defense just to help level up the card, and... what did that apply to you? Power, attack damage increased by 2. That's fine. Because I'm about to deal 17 damage to you. Raider really is, difficult to put down. Dealing double digits worth of damage in one go is really a whole fucking thing. Pick battle card. Cross. Gain combo equal to the damage dealt by this card. We'll finally have something that'll give us combo. Apply 4 damage, increased by 2 for each card discarded this turn. That sounds good. I don't think I have a lot of things that apply defense, actually. Or draw cards equal to the damage dealt by this card. But it costs 2 to run. I think let's take the defense. Also, we can upgrade the stab. Stab of the Mirror, attack twice, or Rooted Stab, which stab is usually 2 to 5. This will bring it up to 4 to 5, so it brings up the damage floor by 2. Which, since we don't have anything to manipulate how much damage we do in battles as opposed to negotiation, just seems good to take. You leave before more monsters can arrive. Alright. Let's report back to Nandan. Naden. Greetings once again. Sindrana won't be a problem anymore. Great. Some people just don't appreciate the way things work around here. You get paid 190 shills. Gain 2 metal. And Sandrano is now tolerating you. Oh, also we get a graft. I forgot about that bit. These are all negotiation grafts. I need more stuff for battles, I think. I'm gonna feel really sad when I get into a fight I can't get out of and just sort of peel. I guess refrigerator... Freighter. It's called freighter, not refrigerator. I guess freighter is really the heavy hitter in there. I don't have to worry about it too much. Shrieker. Common negotiation graft. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to all opponent arguments. That sounds good. Maelian Buffer. Gain 6 max resolve. Or... vulnerability is twice as effective against your opponent. I don't think we're doing anything that gives vulnerability to our opponent. Let's just deal 1 damage to all arguments. At the start of every turn. That says turn, not fight. I thought it said fight the first time.
Yeah, sure.
That's much better than I thought. We're done here. If you got other things to do, that's fine. But don't take risks. You're no good to me, Dad. So are you from here? Yeah, there's murder in my blood and blood in the bay. That's grim but evocative. Must be hard to defend your territory. There's a lot of competition. Yeah, sometimes folks get out of line. But not for long. Ah. Ask about Naden's thugs. How do your people feel about you working with a hunter? I didn't ask. They got feelings, that's on them. You didn't talk about it with them? I don't talk. Yeah, I see that. You know, there was someone else who said they could get me into the in the Admiralty. I think she wanted to get to Cascio as much as you do. Maybe I should reach out? I mean, if you're willing to work with a hunter, maybe... No. I don't work with switches. Okay, I take offense to that personally. Oh, least of all, that switch. You mean Ulo? That was her name, I think. It is. Don't say it again. Okay then. Enough questions. Yeah, sure. You're the boss. That's all I got for today. I'll give word to Fish when I need you again. What should I do until then? Keep your blade sharp. The next job I give you will be harder, so you best get ready. You'll make better muscle if you got a reputation that precedes you. So go work one up and let folks know you're not someone to be messed with. Metal vendor, roadside market. Brill wants to join you. Brill is looking for something to do today if you need helpful company. Or friend in trouble. Your friend This is in trouble. You have a chance to save him before it's too late. There's no way we're not doing that. Our good friend This, who gave us this hip flask that I love so much, is apparently being punched by this heavy laborer. You find this under Knack's heel, looking one blow away from the worst day of his life. Save. Wait and see how it plays out. We're going to save our friend. Thank you. You make enough of a racket to draw Knack's attention, and this looks up at you with wide eyes. Sal? This has nothing to do with you, Grifter. Stay out of it. Attack Knack, or convince Knack to leave. Let's convince, I think. I'm afraid it does. See, this is my friend. Yeah? You picked them pretty poorly, then. Meatloaf goes whack whack. What do we do here? Air airtight. Okay, we definitely play airtight because that's going to be the last one for the upgrade, and then maybe that'll cost less. That'd be nice. We don't have any particular reason to play Pale Fast Talk because we're not going to do enough damage to knock out the thing. Yeah, let's just play Hit Flask. And apply 2 Composure to all arguments so that our pet's pulsating bladder does not interfere with us. I guess we might as well play it, it's free. Oh, should we use the Flourish? Let's use the Flourish, I don't know what that does. We can Trounce, dismiss all enemies intense. Clemency, restore 10 resolve to your core argument. Or Pure Diplomacy, gain 5 influence and apply 5 composure to it. Let's actually not use that and wait to see what cards we have next turn before we do that. Oh, they also have, what the fuck is this? Irritable. Gain 1 stack of Irritable whenever a card is played. At 10 stacks, Sal has dealt 10 resolve damage and this argument is removed. Okay, it gains a stack, but it doesn't gain any extra resolve. So if we can just deal 5 damage to it right quick, then that'll just be done. Which I think we can do. Let's quick think real quick. Carrot. 1 bonus action next turn, apply 3 Composure, and set 2 Vulnerability. Oh, we do have something that does Vulnerability, it turns out. But I think having that extra bonus action next turn is going to be more useful. Oh, that's going up rather quickly, isn't it? Right. Just fast talking. I really don't want to fuck around with that any more than I have to. Can I do both of those attacks in one go? I can. I really am going to have to hope the threaten deals 2, which it doesn't. Oh, and rapid fire is random, so it might hit the core argument, not the irritability. But that's fine. Gotta deal this damage somehow. What was in here? Dismiss all enemy intents? Oh, not arguments, intents. So that takes out, like, their whole fucking internal wheel. So they will not do damage to me next turn, they aren't going to deploy whatever argument this is, and they won't give any composure to irritability. I think that slams, actually. Let's do that. You ever have someone say something to you that's so confusing you forget what you were thinking for the rest of your life? Seven? That means we can play 3 cards, right? Nope, let's just go straight for inspirational talk. Hey, that worked. Now let's compliment. Now that we don't have a card clock on us. And... oh, that's not right now, that's at the start of my next turn, but I'll have an extra card at the start of the next turn, which is good. And I'll just put some composure out on the board, I guess. We can play Rapid Fire to deal 8 damage. At random, but yeah. Let's run this risk, which I like very much. Let's build rapport to gain a bunch more influence. We got 6 of that now. And Elucidate will duplicate a random friendly argument. Let's hope it's influence. It isn't. It's the diplomacy card, but that's great anyway. So now we have 6 influence, and we're about to spend it all to do like 14 damage. Hell yeah. What else do we have? Well, fuck it. Let's just swing. Let's just swing and you're done. Quit picking on my friend. We have a negotiation card. Spend 1 influence, deal an additional 3 damage. Yes, I think so. We can also upgrade our airtight. We can make it cheaper. Or, what does that mean? Expend ambush. Oh, ambush means it's automatically placed in your hand at the start of negotiation, which means we can just... We will have... We'll just be able to play it immediately and then have that ability the entire negotiation, which sounds good. I don't know if that's better than just making it cheaper, like something we could actually use. I think that. And solid point upgrades to strong point, which makes it deal 3 damage instead of 1 whenever it's drawn. Or visionary point, which makes us gain 2 influence instead of 1 when it is drawn. I think we take strong point. I think we need to get into a fight. You step off now and be content with the beating you gave him, otherwise... Fine. Remember this. Remember, I would have killed you without a second thought. Max stalks off into the shadows as you help Vis to his feet. Thanks, Sal. You actually saved my skin there. That's the least I could do. Come on, let's get you somewhere safe. You take Vis back to shelter, and after dressing his wounds, get back on the road. Let's go to the market stall, because I think or let's get jumped on the way to the market stall. Oof, the road ahead is blocked by a group of Admiralty officers. Called it. They say the toll road. It is? Since when? Since the ink spitters up at headquarters said so. The toll's 50 shells. We could just pay it and not deal with the hassle. We could convince you to leave me alone, or we could... Ooh, I was about to say we could fight you, but we would also have to fight another cop, and then also 2 rocks, which are kind of like raptors if raptors were dogs. You know, let's just... This isn't work. This isn't worth. Lucky for you, even hunters have to play by the rules. And it's mighty pleasant when you do. Do you need a receipt? No? Good, because I ain't got one for you. You continue down the road, making a note to avoid this route the next time. I just want to go talk to Frolic of the Beast and see if he will help me train my dog. Upgrading your pet makes it stronger but does not train it. Oh. Well, fuck it. Can you, like, work with Meatloaf at all? Yeah, I think I can. Prolic of the Beast takes Meatloaf aside and leads him behind a curtain. Finally, they emerge. Meatloaf looks healthy, if a bit wary. Also, he has spikes now. There you go. Better than new. You also completely heal Meatloaf, which I like. Where is your health? Oh, you are, like, half dead. Absolutely, we will heal you. And now let's end the day. And I think once we hit sleep, then we'll end the stream, because it's been going for a while. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was really scared about, not scared, but nervous, fretting a little bit about doing this, because it's just been so long since I've streamed, but streaming's sitting and playing a video game and talking out loud, and I do that anyway, so it turns out it was fine. It helps that, it does help, thank you Andy, that I have friends in chat. We're just gonna talk to Fish then. Good to see you still alive. How'd it go? You and Nathan get all riled up by the hatred of their immorality? Mostly it just seems like an opportunist to me. Yeah, well I'm glad you found each other. There's opportunities aplenty for a crook like him and an arm like yours. Getting late. Anything you need before you turn in? What cards do you have? Anything useful? It also helps that you're cute and have fun company. Aww. Thank you. We could heal for 10. We could get a thing that lets us heal for 10. Or gain an action. What's replenish mean? When this card is drawn, draw another card, and then destroy after 3 uses. I have a lot of big multi-cost battle cards, so actually, yeah, I think this is useful to have. Rest in the back. Time to attack. Say, someone came in looking for you earlier. They didn't look friendly. Maybe sleep with one eye open tonight, huh? Let us ask about the stranger. Asking after me? What did they want? They said they'd hire you, but if you asked me, they looked like trouble. I sent them packing, said you were out on the road and wouldn't be back for days. Still, got my blades under the bar if we need them. I wish I'd been here sooner yesterday. Would have liked to have seen you give Casio a walloping. You mean get walloped by Casio, more like? I ain't as young as I used to be, Sal. You've been gone a long time. And Casio, well, she could have laid me out in our youth all the same. Should I be worried? You're the one who taught me how to fight. What, you rewinding history? Casio taught you to. You know her moves better than she knows yours. You got this. But remind me later to teach you a different way to throw a punch. I taught you when you were little, of course, but I'm feeling it now. Maybe that technique wasn't so good for longevity. I don't really expect it to make it to your age anyway. You hessian better. Head to bed. I'll take my chances. Fish steps aside and you head down to your room for the night. Something's not right. In the dim light, some of the shadows look darker than usual. Who's there? A figure steps out of the shadows, heavily armed. If it thinks like an assassin and slinks like an assassin. This would have been easier if you'd gone to sleep, Hunter. Not too late to shut your eyes if you'd prefer. Demoralize the assassin before attacking, or just defend yourself. I'm really glad that we healed Meatloaf. Sure, let's demoralize the assassin first. Do you even know who you're working for? Caring isn't part of the job description. Well, maybe you should reevaluate that. Casio ain't like other planets. What is that? Gives in an existential crisis to help in the coming battle. What the fuck is this? Impending doom. When destroyed, gives Zin 1 impatience. Zin will start the next battle with 3 additional existential crisis. If you lose the negotiation, all bonuses are lost. Okay, so they have 3 of these. And we want to take them out first. So that Zin here has as many debuffs as possible before we start. Why is that glowing? Shielded. Destroy or remove impending doom to release this shield. Do I need to get rid of all of them or just one? I guess we will find out. Alright, airtight. Quick thinking. Observation, I think. Because, first of all, we're going to take Inspirational Talk here and slap this Impending Doom because it has the least resolve. And it only did 1 damage, but that doesn't matter, because what we wanted was to get the influence off of that, which means that Observation deals its maximum of 4 damage in one go. And then Impending Doom will just take care of itself at the end of this turn. Elucidate, or threaten, or... oh, it can do 2 of these things, actually. So, yeah, let's just apply some composure to myself, so I don't take damage, and then... oh, doubled our influence, wonderful. Okay, so I apparently did just need to get rid of 1 because the core isn't shielded anymore. You have 2 unknown intents, but that's fine. Oh, I need to just smack your thing because you have the thing that's hiding your intents. Because of course you do. Yep, I'll just get rid of it. You're going to be hitting one of my influences for 5, but that's fine. And you're going to deploy an argument, but I don't know what that argument is. Yeah, so I can just apply 3 composure to the influence, and then apply 2 composure to everything. And that completely shields our influence, and then... don't rapid fire, that will immediately spend all that influence we just spent so much time fixing. And... use threaten, I guess, to take out this other impending doom. Hell yeah. That's going swimmingly. Oh right, strong point. It dealt 3 damage in one go and just knocked that other impending doom into the wall. Spend 1 influence to deal 6 damage. I think yes. Zin is attacking our Voice of the People, which is the passive attack, so let's field that. Spend an influence to just slap that last impending doom away. And why not play Tactical Mind? More card draw. We have extra actions that we just can't use. No, I don't want to play airtight. I should have gone with the cheaper one, because every time I'm looking at that now, I'm just going, why didn't I do that the other way? Build rapport. Use Flatter here and deal 5 damage to everything, which I think takes out that last impending doom too. Yes, it does. And I see no good reason to not just shield the hell out of this. Yes, I'm aware I could play hip flats, but I do not want to. We got out of this pretty fucking clean. Card loses 1 damage each time you end your turn. We didn't take that one last time for a reason, I think. Expend 1 chosen card in your hand, apply 5 composure. Oh, so we just, like, burn a card to completely, shield something. Or drain resolve. Target argument loses 2 resolve, you gain 2 resolve. Yes. Yes, I think that's fine. You gave them a crisis. I gave them 3 crises. Also, we can upgrade, like, a whole bunch of stuff, actually. Initial rapport. That's another ambush card. Well, that means the first, like, oh, well. Gain 3 influence and apply 3 composure to it. I think... I really think I should take this. Because I actually will use rapport first time every turn if I can. Deflection, a composure card. Would let us draw a card or apply 4 composure to all friendly arguments and then expend. So we can only use that once per match. I don't want to do that. I want to draw cards instead. Improvise a card from a pool of upgraded special cards, or improvise plus a card from a pool of special cards. The difference apparently being improvise plus gives you 5 cards to choose from instead of 3. Or we can just choose to upgrade the 3 cards that we would have access to. I think upgraded cards. I'd forgotten this was the night we get attacked. So I guess we're going to do that. Just remember, she wouldn't want to have me killed if she didn't consider me a sizable threat. But no problem, you'll handle what Cascio couldn't, right? The assassin doesn't answer, but you can tell you've left them off balance. Rush him. What did Existential Crisis actually do for us? At the end of each turn, increase this fighter's panic meter by 10. Oh, at the end of each and every turn. So... that 117 isn't as terribly scary as it looks, because it's going to be going down by massive chunks every round. Oh, and our Flourish is ready. Do we have anything that's absolutely slapping in here? Apply 20 bleed, split evenly among all enemies. Well, when you only have one fucking enemy, maybe you just bleed them for 20 and have done with it. Actually, I think yes. I think that exact thing. Apply 4 defense to make sure that our dog does not die. And do we want to use this thing, which lets our improvised cards be a little more interesting, or do we want to just hit Zen with our elbows? Let's hit Zen with our elbows. Yep, choo-choo, here comes the freighter. Improvise, more bleed. Please and thank you. Oof. Well, it turns out we can get blooded too. That's fine, because again, we have 2 freighter cards and they are slams. Elden Ring taught me always more bleed. Oh no. You're not wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say that I didn't have a massive katana build. It would be a lie, and I'm dedicated to not lying if I can help it. Let's get rid of rooted stab, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Accept surrender. Nah, bud, you were an assassin who came into my room? And I forgive a lot of stuff, but you were an assassin that came into my room. Excellent. We get to pick battle card stat now. Viciousness. For the rest of the turn, gain counter equal to half of any attack damage you deal. Double the panic meter of all fighters. That sounds great. Improvise a random common or uncommon maneuver card. Oh, that's more improvise. So actually, yes, let's do that. We also get to pick a negotiation card for some reason. I guess we did have a negotiation in there somewhere. It does also send Casio a message. It's like, hey, you need to send better assassins after me, I guess. The damage of the next card played this turn is doubled. The damage of the next card played this turn is doubled, and I have cards that deal 17 in one go. So, yes. Victory medal. Get some money. Restore your resolve a little bit. And a new battle card that went away from me before I could read it. Zin's Razor. All of your attacks apply 1 bleed while this is in your hand, unplayable. Oh, we got a new dagger. Zin lies dead at your feet. Fish charges into the room, moving spryly for a Kodeshi her age. That's that stranger I told you about. You alright, kid? Casio sent him. A typical Casio, leaving others to clean up her mess. It takes you both a while to deal with the mess, but when you're done with it, it's cleaner than it was to start. There, complimentary house cleaning. Now you should sleep soundly, in theory. Fish stands guard by your door the rest of the night, leaving you to catch up on your shut-eye. We can also pick a graph reward. The hits just keep on coming. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. Enemies no longer panic. I don't like that. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. Take 3 damage at the end of every turn. Don't like that. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. Battle card upgrades with multiple upgrades now have 1 option fewer. So that means when we upgrade a card, instead of getting to choose between 2, it'll just upgrade linearly to something random. Which is the best out of these 3 options? I guess I could just decline, but I like having 1 extra action for most things. Yeah, let's do this. Let's leave our upgrades up to fate. Quick strap installed. No, I don't think I'd make that joke authentically. You spend time slapping together some makeshift security. I'm going to try that all the way from the beginning. You spend time slapping together some makeshift security. If anyone comes through the windows now, you'll know about it. Your bed calls to you. That night, your dreams are full of Casio, gold-plated with iron teeth. And we heal, and our resolve is already at max, and we have some people that don't like us anymore, but that's fine. Oh, we got something from Neidan. All allied spree gain 2 power at the start of the battle, but we're not working with people mostly. We'll see how that goes. When you begin to wake up, you'd almost think the grog is beginning to look homey if you hadn't almost been murdered in it. Can I quit from this screen? No, I can abandon this run of the screen. I have to wait until all the text is over to save and quit. So let's wait till all the text is over. Because I guess I'm going to keep playing this, because I'm having a good time. And I might as well. So, you find Fish behind the bar, rigging the bar top to snap with electricity. She turns off the current as you approach. You know customers drink at this bar, right? And customers ain't got nothing to worry about. But no more assassins on my watch, and that's a guarantee. This will take a while to get set up, so why don't you go bother Neidan, see what you can do to get closer to Casio. I have a job for you later if you're interested. She turns back to her bar and flips the switch. Clearly, you've been dismissed. Alright. What's a home if you haven't been almost murdered in it at least once? I ask myself that question every day, and I've yet to find an answer that satisfies me. Which is a large part of why I'm unsatisfied as a person. Save. And quit the desktop, I guess? Yeah. That's gonna be everything. I felt myself ramping up into the outro that we used to do, but we aren't gonna do that. Probably the sort of idea that we had set out for ourselves is that we're going to start streaming regularly again, twice a week, I think, on Monday and Friday, because those just feel like good days to us. It's going to be just one of us playing through a whole thing, whatever, and then one-offs, and then switching off to the other one of us. That's the plan. No plan has ever survived contact with an enemy force. So let's see how that goes. But if all things go well, I'm going to be here on Monday. I'm going to be playing more Griftlands. I hope that you all have a good night. Love you. See you later.